Wrath. Man, what a powerful topic. Wrath. Extreme anger. Loss of emotional control. Came up today speaking with, man, a solid client, unbelievable transformation, very successful guy in the wellness, peptide industry, former correctional officer, power lifter, bodybuilder, very cool cat. I won't put him on blast because it's a very possibly, personal topic, but I know he would like me to share because this story was so powerful, it gave me chills, man. He's gone on some journeys, man, some plant healing, and he's really dived into those depths. And he was talking about being wronged. The tax guy stole a bunch of money from him. And he was having those feelings, and maybe quite possibly a lot of people watching this, I know I have had those feelings, and I'll get into some of my own stories in a minute here. But this guy stole a bunch of money, popped smoke, kind of disappeared, and he was having those feelings, man. Like, man, I want to do some serious damage to this individual, right? Get this, just at least unleash the beast, because nothing's worse than that feeling of being a victim. We don't like to feel that way. And you want to take it to the extreme, that wrath, that extreme level of revenge. And this was on his mind, and he had gone into a journey, a plant journey. I don't know if it was ibogaine or ayahuasca or what it was exactly. But he said, he was looking through this scope. He was looking through this scope, and he saw him. And in his head, he's thinking, man, I'm going to take this guy out. This guy's in my sights. And in the scope, he turns around, and it was him. It was him. Man, what a powerful message the universe, that grandmother energy sending us. Man, when you commit wrath, that extreme vengeance, man, you're really taking yourself out. And we both know, man, the best revenge is massive success, living in a massively successful way. Wrath. How many times do you see on the news that road rage, lovers quarrel, homicides, suicides? Bro, it's all wrath. It's all extreme anger, loss of emotional control to the maximum. And it ends in the ultimate violence. Death, quite often, man. That wrath. That deadly sin, man. There's a reason. There's a reason it's deadly. It's because it takes everybody out. We talk about everything done in anger ends in regret. Man, wrath is at the extreme end of that. Wrath, I would say, even passes anger because then it becomes systematic. Then it comes pre-planned. That is a very dangerous thing when you click out of that and just are one front sight focused on extreme revenge. Wrath, man. If you're in a time in your life where this is coming up, this idea, there's very few things that are all consuming like wrath. It's really a protection mechanism because it's us trying to bring back the control after we felt ultimately wronged. That ultimate wrongness. I'll tell you a story about me. When I was getting out of the teams, and I was in this kind of lag period of in the civilian sector, kind of getting pushed out of the teams, and dude, I had serious legal debt, all this other shit. Dude, I started dealing cocaine, and in not some Pablo Escobar type shit, but not nickel and dime bags either, man. Like definitely penitentiary chances in the trunk. And what do you think happens, right? Things happen. People get pinched. There's the paranoia starts. Man. Also, people don't act right necessarily. People aren't always above board. And I had these feelings of wrath. And the problem I had with wrath was, is it me talking myself out of it because I'm being a huge pussy? Or is it actually me being strategic and smart, not going through with this stuff? Think about this stuff, man. Think about this stuff. Is it in your best interest to conduct this serious violence that you want to conduct? Play that out. And yes, the consequences matter. That should be absolutely at the forefront. You ain't getting away with shit, man. Be honest. You ain't getting away with nothing. Even if you do you really get away with it? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Is the juice worth the squeeze? And thank God, man, because looking back, dude, that was chump change. Considering, man, it's chump change to ruin your life. You see all this shit on the news, people taking people out for thousands of dollars, bro, and then they do 30 years in prison. Is that really worth it, man? Absolutely not. And it's not about respect, dude. The best way to respect yourself is to not put yourself in a situation where this shit's got to happen. That's on that black side, that dark, that's that gray side, man, that you're messing with shit you shouldn't mess with. On that white side, what are you dealing with? Clarity, that light. You're dealing with alignment. You're dealing with vision to the maximum extreme. This is all so important, man. That light. What harms your soul when you start thinking about it? That's that darkness. Talking about light and dark here, man. That darkness that consumes your soul. Wrath is an all-consuming emotion. It's an all-consuming action, and it can totally ruin your life. Wrath is powerful, man. And it came up today, and thinking about it is, if you've been wronged in business, in relationships, in any of this, it's not you being a pussy, letting it Teflon Don slide right off you. Bro, it's strategic. It's strategic and it's smart. And the hard thing is to ante back up and live a great, powerful life of massive success. That's all it's about. And that you have full control over. That is something that's admirable. We always want to stay with what's operating on the top of the map of consciousness. Acceptance is way up at the top. Love and acceptance. I'm not saying you got to love kumbaya. I'm not saying you got to go patty cake and hug the person that wronged you. Acceptance is powerful, though. The minute you accept, you can move right on. Be smart. Out here.